being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Buys a little time. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Looking for a huge play. Snatches it on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Here's a hit. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. These guys guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Here's the pressure. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves. There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to set. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's hard. Quick strike complete.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 2 to Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Here's the handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Hart. Under fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Back to pass. It's Hart. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab right down the middle. Here he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He wants a big play here late. A strike downfield. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's West. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Wants to throw. It's Hart. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Carr. Uncorks one. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Michigan.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.